Introduction. The text is about people who have more than one identity because they or their families moved to another country. It explains that living between two cultures can sometimes feel confusing but also special. The story is written by Naomi Shihab Nye, an Arab-American poet whose family stayed closely connected to the Middle East even while living in the United States. The writer describes how Middle Eastern culture remained an important part of her family's daily life through food, language, music, stories, and traditions. Her father missed his homeland and often thought about the Middle East. Even though the family lived in America, they continued to celebrate and remember their Middle Eastern roots. The passage teaches that identity can include more than one culture and that immigrants often carry memories of their homeland in their hearts. Summary of the story. The text begins by discussing the idea of having more than one identity. Sometimes people or their families move to another country, and this can make their identity more complicated. A person may feel connected to both their old culture and their new country at the same time. Living in a place with different traditions, beliefs, and customs can sometimes be difficult because people may feel caught between two worlds. The writer of the passage is Naomi Shihab Nye, an Arab-American poet. She was born in the United States, but her family strongly identified with the Middle East. Even though they lived in America, the culture, memories, and traditions of the Middle East remained an important part of their lives. The writer explains that throughout her life she constantly thought about the Middle East. She wrote about it, visited it, loved it, worried about it, and felt emotionally connected to it. She says they were blessed and doomed at the same time, meaning that having connections to two worlds could feel both wonderful and difficult. The writer's father especially missed the Middle East deeply. Whenever he stood outside, he would look toward the Middle East as if thinking about his old home. Their kitchen smelled like Middle Eastern food. The family cooked garlic, pine nuts, fried eggplant, hot pita bread, and tea with mint. These foods and smells kept the culture of the Middle East alive inside their American home. The father had spent his childhood happily in the old city of Jerusalem. He had many neighbors from different backgrounds, including Palestinian, Greek, Jewish, and Armenian people. However, after the difficult events of 1948, his family lost their home and possessions. Because of this sadness and loss, he decided to leave his homeland and move away. Later, he became one of the few foreign university students in Kansas during the Eknop Safar. He often visited the local drugstore soda fountain in his small American town. A druggist later remembered him as looking dreamy and thoughtful, as if he could see things others could not see. The writer explains that immigrants often appear this way because they carry memories of another world in their minds all the time. The next part of the passage describes how the writer's family kept Middle Eastern culture alive in America. Her father and American mother created new dishes using Middle Eastern ingredients. Travelers from the Middle East often visited their home. They sat together in the backyard, shared fruits like figs and peaches, spoke Arabic, and listened to Arabic music. The writer's father was friendly, humorous, and sociable. He told wonderful folk stories and rarely became angry. Children from the neighborhood loved listening to his stories and often gathered at the family's porch to hear him speak. The writer says, it was a rich world to be in. By this, she means their life was rich with culture, love, friendship, music, stories, traditions, and human connection. The passage teaches important lessons about identity, immigration, memory, family traditions, and culture. It shows that even when people move far away from their homeland, they often continue carrying their language, food, music, memories, and traditions with them. Identity can include more than one culture at the same time. Answers to all questions. Question. Did the writer's father go and live in the US as a teenager or an adult? Give evidence from the text to support your answer. Answer. He went to live in the US as an adult because the text says he was one of the few foreign university students in Kansas. Question. Do you think the writer's father was a sociable man? Give evidence from the text to support your answer. Answer. Yes, he was sociable because he talked with travelers, told stories to children, and welcomed people into his home. Question. The writer mentions the drugstore and the soda fountain. Which words would British English use for these American English words? Answer. British English would use chemist for drugstore and cafe, or snack bar for soda fountain. Question. Can you find any other American English spellings and words in the text? Answer. Examples are neighbor instead of neighbor and eggplant instead of aubergine. Question. Can you think of any other examples of American English spellings or words that people use today? Answer. Examples include color, favorite, apartment, flat, and truck, lorry. Question. What makes a rich world, in your opinion? Answer. A rich world is full of love, culture, family traditions, friendship, stories, music, food, and happiness. Question. How did the writer and her family keep the Middle East alive in America? Answer. They kept it alive through food, Arabic music, language, stories, traditions, and visitors from the Middle East. Grammar exercises solved. Question. What does eggplant mean? Answer. Eggplant is the American English word for aubergine. Question. What is pita bread? Answer. Pita bread is a flat bread common in Middle Eastern and Mediterranean food. Question. Find examples of food words from the text. Answer. Garlic, pine nuts, olive oil, fried eggplant, pita bread, mint tea, figs, peaches. Question. Find examples of culture words from the text. Answer. Arabic music, folk stories, Middle Eastern ingredients, Arabic language. Question. Find examples of emotions from the text. Answer. Loved, worried, happy, proud, dreamy. Question. What does preoccupied mean? Answer. Preoccupied means deeply thinking about something and not paying full attention to other things. Question. What does immigrant mean? Answer. An immigrant is a person who moves from one country to another to live there. Question. Find examples showing family traditions. Answer. Cooking Middle Eastern food, drinking mint tea, listening to Arabic music, and telling folk stories. Important MCQs with answers. Who is the writer of the passage? A poet, a doctor, a teacher, a soldier. Answer, a poet. What is Naomi Shihab Nai's identity? British American, Arab American, Chinese American, African American. Answer, Arab American. Where was Naomi Shihab Nai born? Middle East, Europe, United States, Africa. Answer, United States. Which region did the writer's family strongly identify with? South Asia, Europe, Middle East, Australia. Answer, Middle East. What filled the family kitchen with Middle Eastern smells? Flowers, spices and food, paint, smoke. Answer, spices and food. Which food is mentioned in the passage? Burger, pizza, pita bread, sandwich. Answer, pita bread. What did the father put into hot tea? Sugar, lemon, mint, milk. Answer, mint. Where did the father spend his childhood? Cairo, Jerusalem, Dubai, Beirut. Answer, Jerusalem. What happened to the father's family in 1948? They became rich, they lost their home, they moved to Europe happily, they opened a shop. Answer, they lost their home. Why did the father leave his homeland? For tourism, because of loss and sadness, for sports, for marriage. Answer, because of loss and sadness. In which American state did the father study? Texas, California, Kansas, Florida. Answer, Kansas. What did the druggist say about the father? He looked angry, he looked dreamy and thoughtful, he looked lazy, he looked rude. Answer, he looked dreamy and thoughtful. What does the writer say immigrants often have in their minds? Fear only, other worlds, money, anger. Answer, other worlds. What language was often spoken in the family's backyard? French, Arabic, Spanish, German. Answer, Arabic. What music played in the family's house? Rock music, Arabic music, classical music, jazz. Answer: Arabic music. What kind of stories did the father tell? Ghost stories, folk stories, detective stories, war stories. Answer: folk stories. What kind of personality did the father have? Cruel, gentle and humorous, strict, lazy. Answer: gentle and humorous. Where did neighborhood children gather? At the market, on the back porch, in school, in the park. Answer: on the back porch. Why did children enjoy visiting the writer's home? For games only, to hear funny stories, to study, to watch TV. Answer: to hear funny stories. What does "it was a rich world to be in" mean? They were wealthy, their life was full of culture and happiness, they owned gold, they lived in a palace. Answer: their life was full of culture and happiness. What is one main theme of the passage? War, identity and culture, technology, sports. Answer: identity and culture. What does preoccupied mean? Very relaxed, deep in thought, angry, excited. Answer: deep in thought. What is an immigrant? A tourist, a teacher, a person living in another country, a singer. Answer: a person living in another country. What does eggplant mean in British English? Potato, aubergine, tomato, pumpkin. Answer: aubergine. What kind of bread is pita bread? Round sweet bread, flat bread, fried bread, rice bread. Answer: flat bread. Which fruit is mentioned in the passage? Mangoes, apples, figs, grapes. Answer: figs. What did the family use to keep Middle Eastern culture alive? Food and music, cars, money, uniforms. Answer: food and music. What feeling did the father have toward the Middle East? Hatred, indifference, deep attachment, fear. Answer: deep attachment. Why can identity become complicated? Because of exams, because families move between countries, because of games, because of weather. Answer: because families move between countries. What lesson does the passage mainly teach? People can belong to more than one culture, only one culture matters, travel is dangerous, stories are unimportant. Answer: people can belong to more than one culture.